Hello, it's Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and today I have a yoga inspired fitness class for you guys. So this class is going to be a bit of an all over workout. It's going to incorporate pretty much every muscle in your entire body. We're going to get a good stretch. We are going to focus a little bit on breathing, but build some muscle as well. So this has a little bit of a focus on the lower half of the body, especially in through the thighs, through the legs. So you won't need anything at all for this, just yourself and your mat. And when you are ready, let's begin. So we are going to begin today at the back of our yoga mats, on our knees if it's comfortable in this kneeling position. And we're just going to let the hands be wherever they naturally are comfortable. We're going to close down the eyes and we're just going to take a moment here to breathe. It is always nice to start from a place of calm rather than from a place of chaos. So just beginning to slow the breath down a little bit. Sitting nice and tall through the spine, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Taking deep breaths in through the nose. Full exhales through the nose or the mouth, it doesn't matter, whichever feels best. And then you can continue to keep the eyes closed and just take a few slow shoulder shrugs here. So just roll the shoulders up towards the ears, let them fall back and down, bringing a little bit of movement through the arms, through the shoulders. And then let the shoulders fall down the sides. Take your chin in towards your chest here, just getting a little bit of a stretch through the back of the neck. Maybe take a few little rolls of the neck side to side if that feels good. Just rolling one ear to one side and then back across to the other. The next time the chin is back in towards the chest, we can stop, we can lift the gaze back up. And then just release the hands out behind the body. We can open the eyes here or keep them closed. We're going to interlink the fingers together, roll the shoulders back and take the hands down towards the floor. So we're nice and open through the chest here. We're getting a stretch through the fronts of the shoulders. If it feels good, we might begin to lift the arms away from our bodies. Breathing nice and deeply here. Take a nice big inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to start to bring the belly on top of the thighs, bring the forehead towards the mat, and raise the arms up towards the sky. So a big stretch here for the upper arms and the back, taking a few deep breaths here. And then after your next exhale, releasing the forehead, coming all the way back up, releasing the hands, and we're all going to meet in our tabletop here. So hands come under the shoulders, knees come under the hips. We are in our tabletop and we're going to spend a little bit of time on our hands and our knees. So if your knees are maybe a little bit sore, a little bit sensitive, you can go ahead and take a little blanket or a towel in underneath the knees just for a little bit of extra support. But from here, we're just going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. So as we inhale, we look forward, we drop the belly, point the tailbone up. As we exhale, chin to chest, we arch the upper back away. Inhale, we come forward, tailbone up. Exhale, chin to chest, tailbone down. Inhale forward, drop the belly. Exhale, chin to chest, separate those shoulder blades, arch the middle back away. Take a few more rounds, just in time with your own breath. Starting to harness that energy that we might be feeling from stepping onto the mat and beginning to stretch and move our bodies. Take one more round in your own time. And then eventually we'll all meet back in our tabletop with a nice neutral spine. Nice, so here we are. We're going to start by stretching the right leg away. We're going to stretch the right leg away, tuck the toe underneath, and really think about pressing your heel away. So press that heel away. We start to feel a big stretch up through the back of the right hamstrings, breathing deeply here, keeping the hips steady and keeping the arms nice and strong. We are going to take a few slow movements here. So as we inhale, we're going to start to lift the leg, point the toe away, and bring the leg up just as high as is comfortable for you. So if that's only a few inches off the ground, that's okay. As we exhale, we're going to come slowly back down, touch the toes onto your mat. So we inhale to lift, and we exhale to lower. Let's go for about 5 of those. Lifting up, lowering down, nice and slowly with control. The slower the better here. Keeping the breath nice and calm. Seeing if we can get that little extra lift every time we bring the toe up towards the sky. Can we lift it just a little bit more? Nice, we're probably on about 5 now. The next time that we lift the leg up, we're going to see if we can stop and we can hold. Don't dump all of your weight into your low back. So we don't want the belly to sag like this. We want to keep the core engaged, keep the tummy button pressing back towards the spine, keep integrity in through your low back, but press your toes away and see if we can lift that right leg just a little bit higher. Breathing here, staying strong through the arms. Can we take a few little pulses with the leg? Let's go for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Bring the leg back down to about hip height and take your gaze down in between your hands. We're going to step the right foot up in between the hands. When the foot gets there, we're going to sink the hips down and reach the hands up towards the sky. So we're in this low lunge position. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring the hands back down. We're going to bring the foot all the way back and kick it out long behind us. Nice, let's go for about 5 of these. So foot comes forward, reach the hands up, take the hands down and bring the leg back out. That's 1. Let's keep moving here. Keeping that heart rate up, keeping that movement coming in through the legs, in through the body. Nice, we're maybe on 3. We're stepping the foot forward, we're reaching high, hands come down, kick it back 4. 1 more, reach the hands up, take them down, kick the leg back 5. Let's take the leg forward 1 more time and reach your hands up into your low lunge. Stay here. Take a few deep breaths here, releasing the hips down towards the floor. Take 1 big inhale, take a full exhale, and then bring your hands back down, framing that front foot. We're going to tuck the left toes under and see if we can lift that left knee up off the floor. We're going to inhale, reach the hands up, keep the front knee bent. We are in our high lunge. Nice, breathing nice and deeply here, feeling this nice big stretch in through the front of the left hip. Take a full inhale here, full exhale, and then let's keep that pace up. Let's find some movement. So we're going to plant the hands down onto the floor, keep the back knee lifted. We're going to bring the right knee back into our 3-leg dog and kick the leg up towards the sky. Now it doesn't matter if the leg comes all the way up here or maybe it's a little bit lower down here. Whatever feels good is fine. And then we're going to step the leg all the way back up, reach the hands up into your high lunge. That's 1. Let's keep it moving here. Hands come down, kick the leg up, bring it forward, hands come up. 2. Plant the hands, downward dog, kick the leg up, bring it forwards, reaching up. 3. We've only got 2 more to go. Can we keep moving? Can we keep breathing? Can we keep the breath nice and calm? Nice. The next time we step the leg forward, we reach up into our high lunge, we stop and we hold for 1 big inhale, a full exhale, And then bring the hands back down, framing the front foot. Drop the back knee back to the floor. Step the right knee back to meet the left and find a child's pose here. So toes come together, knees come apart, rest your chest down to the floor, stretch the arms long, and forehead comes to the floor. Just work on pacing out the breath here. Breathing deeply and fully, right down into the belly. Enjoy this brief moment of stillness before we come back to do the other side. Taking our last few deep breaths here. And then after your next exhale, we're going to release ourselves all the way back up and coming once again into our tabletop. So shoulders over wrists, knees under the hips. And let's go on the other side. So before we do, we're going to engage the core, keep all of those muscles switched on here. We don't want to dump anything into the lower back. We're going to take the left leg away, tuck the toes under, toes come onto the mat, and really press the heel away. So the more we press in through that left heel, the bigger the stretch is going to be up the back of the leg. Taking a few breaths here. It's really stretching out the back of the leg. And then whenever you're feeling ready, we're going to lift that leg up. Nice, it can come up just as high as it wants to come. It can come to hip distance, or it might come all the way up here. Just take the leg as high as you can without dumping into your low back. So what we don't want is this kind of shape to happen. We want to keep everything switched on in the core, but keep that leg lifting. Keep that leg lifting from the glute muscle. Point your toe away, and we find some slow and controlled movement. So take a big inhale, and then as we exhale nice and slowly, we're going to lower that leg all the way down to the floor, touch the toes on the mat, and inhale, lift it up super duper slowly all the way. That's one. Let's exhale, take the leg all the way back down, touch the toe to the floor, inhale, we lift with control. 2, exhale, taking the toe down, inhale, we lift it back up. Keep the movement here really controlled. Try to get that little extra bit of lift at the top every time we lift that leg. See if we can lift it maybe just a little bit higher. Let's take it up one last time for 5. Can we stop here and can we hold? Can we keep pointing the toe away and can we lift the leg just a little bit higher? Take a few little pulses here with the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Lower the leg back down to about hip height, and then take your gaze down in between your hands. We're going to find that movement. So we're going to bring that left foot up, plant it in between the hands. We're going to drop the hips down and forwards. Inhale to reach the hands all the way up, heading through our low lunge. Nice, let's bring the hands back to the floor. Step the left foot back, point the toe away, that's 1. Nice, let's do it again. The foot steps forward, we inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lower the hands, take the left foot back, that's 2. Let's keep it moving here, step it forward, reach it up. Hands come down, kick the leg away. Step the foot forward, reach it up, lower the hands, kick the leg back, that's 4. We've only got one more. Step the foot forward, reach the hands up, take it back down, kick the leg away, that's 5. Let's step the foot forward one more time, return back to your low lunge, reach the hands up, sink the hips a little bit lower here, feeling that stretch coming up through the right hand side of the hip. Take a big inhale, take a full exhale, and then plant both hands back down onto your mat. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee off your mat, and come into your high lunge. Let's inhale to reach both hands up towards the sky. We're here for one big inhale, one full exhale, and then drop the hands back down, framing the front foot. Take the gaze down in between the hands. We're going to find that three-leg dog flow one more time. So we're going to lift the left foot. We're going to kick it back into your version of your three-legged dog. So the leg can be quite low, it can be high, whatever you want it to be is fine. We're going to step it all the way back up in between the hands. Find your balance, reach back up into your high lunge. That's one. Let's go again. We drop the hands. We take the left leg back, kick it away, step it all the way forward, reach up, high lunges, two. Take the hands down, kick the left leg back and away, step it forward, reach up, high lunge. We've got three. Take it down, kick the leg back and away, step it forwards. That's four, nearly there. One more, we're going to bring the hands down, kick the leg up, three-leg dog, step it forward. High lunge is five. Let's stay here for one more big inhale. Full exhale. And then from here, bring your hands into your prayer position in front of the chest. Take your gaze down towards your front foot, and we're going to step the back foot up to meet the front. Nice, take a nice big inhale, reach the hands up, exhale, forward fold here. Let the body release, take a few deep breaths, folding everything over from your hips, releasing the low back, the shoulders, the heads. And then from here, we're going to bring the feet together, quite close together. And we're going to bring quite a generous bend in through your knees. We're going to find our Utkatasana, our chair pose. Let's take the hands away, and as we inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Keep that bend through the knees, and we sit our bums back and down, almost like we were sitting into a chair here. Try to stay nice and engaged through the thighs, through the legs. Keep the knees quite close together if we can. Can we sit just a little bit lower? 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And release the hands back down. Find your forward fold one more time. Take a few deep breaths here. Nice. After your next exhale, be prepared to find our chair pose again. So take that generous bend in through the knees, sweep the hands up towards the sky, find your chair pose. Can we sit just a little bit lower? Take your gaze down towards your feet. We're going to find a little bit of movement. So keeping the knees bent, we're going to stretch one leg away. So start with the right leg. We can straighten out the right knee, step it back, touch the toes in the mat, and then step it forward. Same thing, other side. Stretch the left leg away, touch the toes in the mat, and bring it back, chair. Nice, let's go again. Right foot and left foot. Let's go right foot and left foot. If the arms start to get tired, you can bring them down onto the hips. But let's just keep moving here. Every time we return to our chair pose, can we sit the hips a little bit lower? Keep it moving, keep the heart rate up here. We're going right foot, we're going left foot, stretching the leg away. Let's even ourselves out. Do it one more time each side. And then come back to our chair pose. Big inhale, full exhale. And then take a nice deep bend through the knees. Bring the hands to the mat, step the knees back, and we all meet in our child's pose. Knees apart, toes together, sit the bum back, stretch the arms long, take your forehead all the way to the ground. Just breathe it out here. Slowing everything back down. Noticing how the body feels. Noticing how your energy levels feel. Take your last couple of breaths here. then after your next exhale, we can release out of our child's pose. We can lift the head. We can walk the hands all the way back towards the knees. We're going to bring ourselves onto our bums here, stretching the legs out, and then eventually bringing ourselves all the way down onto our backs. We're going to find a little bridge pose here. So let's bring the feet about hip distance apart, toes are facing forward. And the feet can be as close in towards the bum as feels good. So if it feels nice to have the feet quite close, that's okay. If we need to keep them a little bit further away, again, that's all right. Whatever is feeling good for you. We're going to take the hands down onto the floor, palms of the hands pressing into the mat. And we're just going to find a few little bridge poses here. So as we inhale, we're going to start to peel the tailbone off the mat. We're going to start to lift the hips up high, take them just as high as feels good, press the palms into the mat. And then as we exhale, we're going to return the spine to the floor, return everything back. So inhale, we're going to lift the hips, release the spine away from the mat. Exhale, we're going to lower everything right the way back down. Flow with the breath here, inhaling to lift the hips, exhaling to lower. Nice. Every time we lift the hips, can we lift them that little bit higher? Almost like we were being poked in the bum here, and it makes us lift up just a little bit higher. If we imagine that someone is almost poking our bum cheeks, that sometimes helps. So just flowing with the breath here, inhaling to lift, exhaling to lower. Seeing if every time we inhale, can we maybe reach the hips up just a little bit higher each time. And then the next time that we have the hips lifted, we're going to stop here, we're going to hold, and we're going to lift our hips just a little bit higher. So really engage through your glute muscles to make those hips lift just a little bit higher. Keep the knees pressing forward, really lengthening out the thighs here. Don't let the knees open out towards the side. We want to keep the knees facing forwards. Keep pressing into the heels. You should be able to lift your toes here if you wanted to. Take a few deep breaths, lift a little bit higher. Nice, and then can we find a few little pulses? So let's reach our hands up towards the sky. We're gonna lower the hips down, reach them up. But don't let the hips come all the way down to the floor. We're just gonna hover them, maybe just a millimeter off the floor, just hovering the hips. Taking a few pulses here with the hips up and down. Good, another few seconds here. We got this. Can we lift just a little bit higher each time? Let's go for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And then release the hips all the way back to the floor. Hug your knees in towards your chest here. And then just find a little rock side to side. Letting everything begin to slow down here. Bringing your attention back to your breath. And then coming back to stillness. Bring soles of the feet back down onto the floor. We're going to find our butterfly here. So bring soles of the feet together. Let the knees open out towards the side. Either have your hands alongside the body with the palms facing up, or you can have the hands up and overhead. Take a few breaths here. Close down the eyes if it feels good. We're not going to spend too long here, just a moment to send some appreciation to ourselves for stepping onto the mat. Just a moment to feel that rush of energy that's flowing through the body. Know that the hard work is done, and we take this moment to just rest in stillness, catching the breath, and slowing everything down. And you can stay here for as long as you like. Maybe pause the video here, or if you wish to get up and get on with the rest of your day, you can very slowly start to bring the knees together, start to release the arms down, roll yourself onto one side, and then press yourself up into some kind of seated position on your mat. And thank you so much for taking the time to practice with me today. I hope you have gained some benefit from that. If you want to maybe do this video 2 times, maybe 3 times, just come back to the start of the video and do it all over again. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a like. If you would like to see more from this Yoga Fit series of videos, then please subscribe, and whatever you're doing, I hope you have a fantastic day. Namaste.